All right, so if you own a business in this crazy uncertain time where the government through COVID is shutting everything down, we're trying to figure out when it's going to come back online, we have a message of hope and hopefully give you some tools to not only survive but thrive in this environment. My name's Buddy and Nikki Cummings, and we're here 2 decades of crisis leadership, right? And to us, that means just fighting in the trenches, right, for your business when you have to. And personally love this time because this is in this uncertainty, right, where everything's kind of chaotic. That's where opportunity just explodes. So you got to be ready for it and have a mindset for it, right? So as we talk about this, we want to talk about the community that we're creating and the culture within it. And Braveheart is a huge part that you guys need to tap into. William Wallace's passion, right? He is crystal clear on knowing why he is going to battle, right? The blood, everything about the movie is his fight for freedom, and not only his, but all of his people, right? That he cares so much about. And the part within that, the movie is what I love the most. The analogy that I can take and pull and use in business, especially in today's environment, is just how many door guards he kills effortlessly on his way to the true battle. Right? So, and I take that in a way of all of the world trying to grab and steal your attention and take it and make their fight your fight. Make their stupid, it's my job to guard the door, right? When he's like, get out of my way. I'm looking for the king and I'm going to take this castle, right? So what's maybe some examples that are applicable to all of us?
Well, I just think some of the examples in business, and I encourage you to watch the movie if you haven't seen it in a while, and identify yourself with Mel Gibson, our, kilted, blue-faced, painted Scotsman. William Wallace was a real person. The story isn't necessarily, exactly according to the movie, but he is still revered by his countrymen over 700 years later. And as you know, spoiler alert, he dies and Scotland's not freed. And so watch this movie though, you'll identify with him and his mission and his fight. And that's why we talk a lot about the right fight, and he is our inspiration.
Yes.
So regarding the door guard, I think, some of the things can be little things and valid things during the day. An HR manager coming to you with wanting to work on, the HR manual, or some other employees coming to you with other problems within their division. But if they are not specific to your mission, which is making your business survive and then thrive in this environment, you have to have the discipline to say, this is a door guard issue. I can't deal with this right now.
Yes.
Right? Either delegate it to somebody else to make the decision or shelf it and deal with it later.
Absolutely, right? And a lot of this environment, if you have to lay off employees, maybe 220 or 200, you got to do it quick and you got to get it out of the way. It's going to be hard. If you got to do some government forms to get your funding, you got to do it quick and you got to be purposeful about it. All the other things, and I want you to be mindful, watch tomorrow, there's going to be about 1,000 of them where people are going to try to make little things, huge things. Get them out of the way, make it quick, and get to the point of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, and lastly, I just want to encourage you, and I can be guilty of this myself, so I'm not accusing you guys of anything, but I think sometimes when the stress and the pressure and the uncertainty is so great that I can become victim of distracting myself and finding something to work on that I'm really busy with and it's important, just so I can avoid dealing with the major issue at hand. And so when there's a tough decision that needs to be made, like a layoff, if you know with certainty that it needs to be done, do not put it off to tomorrow. Deal with it today. And then my final point is, as a leader, you have to have that confidence in yourself. You cannot be riddled with your own self-talk. Do not be your own door guard with distractions and with negativity and insecurity, right? Doubting yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You were made for this. You are the leader of this business for a reason, right here, right now. And in crisis is when true leaders are made and rise up. So this is your moment.
Right? So watch the movie. You're William Wallace. Yeah, and don't be afraid. There will be blood in your office and in your environment and your life, but do what it takes to survive and thrive and fight for freedom in your world, okay?
That's right.
All right? Let's go get it.